What's going on? Welcome back to Tank Top Hank. It's been a little while, but I'm back in action. I'm Tank Top Hank, and I'm here with Dave Campbell. How are you, big guy?
Hank, it's been great to be back. The show itself, I'm really glad to be here. One of my favorite shows here at MUTV, so I'm really glad to be on. Yeah, no, it's amazing. So I'm really glad to be the guest today.
Oh yeah, of course, you're the guest of honor. And let's go back like a month, few weeks. Just talk boxing.
Sure.
That guy Alexander Usyk, the Ukrainian, used to be cruiserweight champ, takes down Anthony Joshua to take 3 of the belts. I'm not sure which ones. And then Tyson Fury, a couple weeks back, took down Deontay Wilder in their epic trilogy.
Yeah.
So now, what fight do we want to see next?
Man, I know that Joshua's got one lined up. Again, I don't think it's Usyk. Sorry, Usyk has one lined up.
I thought
someone.
I saw today, scrolling through Instagram, is he going to do a rematch?
I think it's a rematch.
Between Joshua and Usyk?
See, the thing with AJ is, Anthony Joshua, is that he's all talk, I think. I love AJ. I want the best for him.
No, I root for him.
But I root for him too, but I just think that he's nowhere near a guy like Fury or Wilder.
No, he's got the most raw talent, but skill. Like, I mean, he's just like.
I'm not saying it's like the work ethic or anything. I don't know.
He's like 6'5", 250, shredded. Like, he definitely looks the part. And he's got a good, offensive repertoire, but he's not on the level of a guy like Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury is one of the best boxers, maybe the best boxer in the world right now. I mean, I think it's a very fair argument to say.
I'd go Canelo, but I agree.
Canelo. I mean, that's one of. Canelo's an absolute. I mean, that guy is so just technical with everything he does.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'd love to see. I don't want to see Fury versus Wilder ever again, even though I think
that's
the third fight was perfect.
Oh, yeah.
That was one of the best fights I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, yeah, that was amazing.
And I just see where Fury goes next. The Gypsy King, what more does he need to prove to people that he is that guy? Maybe he's beating Usyk, maybe he's beating Joshua again. Not again, but, beating them. So I don't know. But all I know is that I don't think there's anyone in the world that wants to face Tyson Fury right now. He's just an absolute animal.
100% agree, 100%. I would like to see, it's probably not going to happen for a while, but because boxing never gives us the fights that we want.
Yeah.
Like UFC, when Dana White actually come through and give us what he which that's why I gravitate toward UFC more. But
sure.
I want to see the unifier between Fury and Usyk, so then just one guy has all the belts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like there's like so many belts, and that's the one thing that boxing confuses me, is that like there's like different belts for different things, but I mean, I know the best fighter in the world is Tyson Fury, excuse me.
Yeah, I would like to see Usyk. I don't think he'd beat him, but I think he'd give him a good fight.
Yeah, Usyk is, kind of that.
He's a little bit unorthodox. Yeah. I mean, he's like lefty and stuff.
Kind of a grimy guy, not in a bad way. Like a hard worker.
For sure.
Guy who's like come from the bottom, start from the bottom. I really like what he brings.
He was cruiserweight champ, I think, which is like up to 200 pounds.
Yeah.
So, and then he moved up to heavyweight, and I did not expect him to beat Anthony Joshua.
Neither did I, but I didn't expect. What was his name that beat Joshua?
Andy Ruiz.
Andy Ruiz. I didn't expect Ruiz to beat him.
He's another one who could be in the mix soon.
He
has another good fight.
Yeah.
I think he just took down, was it Chris Arreola? That might be who he just beat. So if he has another good fight, I think he'd be in the mix.
For sure.
But let's talk basketball now. What's going to happen with this Ben Simmons drama, man? I don't really know what to think about this.
Oh, man. Ben is a drama queen.
He is.
And that's kind of what I'm gravitating towards. I think that, he needs to realize, the simple definition of there is no I in team. And look, the thing with Ben Simmons in the NBA landscape right now is that he has the lowest trade value of maybe any person in the NBA right now. Because not only did he have an awful performance in the playoffs, not only can he not be a playoff performer whatsoever, so he's not going to help a winning team, but he is being drama. He's not showing up to practice. He's not playing. So all three of those things, and the fact that he's requested a trade too, that just makes your trade value go even lower. So I don't know. Doc Rivers and the entire Daryl Morey and everyone, in the Sixers organization, I think want him to play, and they're going to wait it out. But I think Ben's gonna stay put. But I mean, look, for all the jokes that they make about him, Ben Simmons is still a solid player in the NBA. He brings a lot of good defense, good passing, and his inside scoring is solid. But he can't do anything outside of 20 feet. So I don't know. I think the Sixers need him to compete in the regular season, but when they get to the playoffs, they might be a better team without him.
Yeah, I agree, because we saw he kind of folds in the playoffs last year. And, I don't think he has a future in Philadelphia, whether it's this year or the next year. I think that he's going to I think the Sixers should trade him to like a weak, desperate team and then get like an early draft pick in return.
Yeah.
So try to maybe start replacing him with a draft
Sure.
pick. It's hard to replace a 7-foot point guard
Yeah.
who can pass and play defense, but he's definitely. I mean, I've heard Philly fans are ruthless. I don't think it's gonna work out in Philadelphia for Ben.
They have really good guards as well as Seth Curry, Tyrese Maxey, especially he's a second-year guy.
What
from
Tobias
Kentucky.
Harris?
Harris is like a more of a forward, but he's really good too. And then they have an MVP caliber player in Joel Embiid. So I think the Sixers will make a playoff spot. I don't have any doubt. Simmons or no Simmons, they're too good to not make the playoffs. But Simmons helps them in the regular season. When it gets playoff time, I don't think he's a good player.
I agree. Next, are the Ball brothers for real?
The Ball brothers.
The reason I had the Bulls and Hornets are the top.
So not LiAngelo.
not Jello, as they
not
call
Jello.
him. Not jelly. But no, I'm talking. The Bulls and Hornets are the top of the East
absolutely,
right now.
absolutely.
And they're both playing
legit.
pretty well.
I think they're both legit. You know, I'm a Bulls fan. I don't know if you knew that. I'm a Chicago Bulls fan. And Lonzo's been an amazing addition to our team. What he brings defensively, I mean, we had two offensive-minded guards, the Bulls did, Zach LaVine and Kobe White, not great defensively. You bring in two defensive-minded guards in Alex Caruso and Lonzo Ball. And Lonzo has always been a very underrated player. And I think LaMelo is just scratching the surface. I mean, look, I think Anthony Edwards deserved Rookie of the Year last year, but LaMelo Ball is an absolute stud, can bring so many different things to a team like Charlotte. And I think he can be a superstar in the NBA if he's not one already. But yeah, both Ball brothers for sure legit. Both will be playoff teams this year, absolutely.
I think we're going to do something. We're going to tank top Hank hot take.
Okay.
Right here. I think LaMelo Ball has a chance if he continues like this, and I think he's just going to get better in the GOAT conversation.
Really?
Give it like 10, 15 years.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
I'm telling you, this dude is unbelievable.
You think so?
Yes.
I can't hate that take. I really can't. It's hot. I'll tell you that much. It's hot.
Lonzo is not going to be.
There's only one player who's that young, like below the age of like 23.
Doncic?
Yeah, and that's Doncic, who can be in the GOAT conversation. That's just Luka. But I think that LaMelo, with his overall passing ability, playmaking in general, shot creatability, I think he not there yet, nowhere near it, of course, not even a top 20 player in the NBA. But I think he is only like I said, he's just scratching the surface.
Mm-hmm. All right, on to baseball. World Series tied 1-1. Braves take game 1 6-2. Then the Astros bounce back 7-2 in game 2. Where's the series headed? I'll start. I think the Astros are going to win. I think even though they got Lance McCullers Jr., their ace is injured. He actually went to my high school.
That's awesome.
Cool. Yeah, Tampa Jesuit. He's out, but still, even though they're missing a key ace pitcher, I think that Bregman, Correa, Brantley, Altuve, that core nucleus of hitters. Jordan Alvarez as well, the big lefty.
Dude, he's amazing.
He's a beast. I think that Astros have the offensive firepower to take the series. I say Astros win in 6. What about you, Dave?
Yeah, Astros in 6 is probably where I'd be headed too. The Braves just keep scrapping and fighting. Their offense gets clutch hits. You know, they're a very clutch hitting team. Offense kind of went quiet last night. They got shut down by Jose Urquidy, but I think that this offense can come back. I have the Astros. I'll give it 7. Most because I just want to see it go 7. We haven't had Game 7 yet in the playoffs, which is a very annoying. Only won Game 5. But I think the Braves, like I said, very scrappy team. They lost Charlie Morton to an injury, one of their best pitchers. Unfortunately, the Braves did, but they can replace him. They have a great bullpen. They're performing at a very high level. I think that the Astros are better. They're going to win. I have the Astros in, like I said, 7 probably.
I'd like to see it go 7, but I think it's 6.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
On to football. This has been kind of an interesting year because nobody's expecting the Bengals. I love that Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase connection because I used to be an LSU fan.
Yeah.
But I was not expecting the Bengals or the Cardinals to be at the top of the division.
Yeah.
Week 7, Week 8, wherever we are now. So, what's your AFC NFC championship game predictions? Then we'll go on to who do you think is going to go to the Super Bowl. It's a long ways from now.
You know, it's a very long ways from now, but I always love doing these predictions. You know, at the beginning of the year, I had in the AFC championship, I had Bills-Browns, and I think the Bills are still a really good team in the
100%.
AFC. Maybe the best team in the AFC still.
I think
despite the loss against the Titans. I mean, Josh Allen slipped, and then you get a 4th and 1 conversion, unfortunately. The Browns are a little banged up right now. I think they could still make it. Other than the Bills, there's not really a team that stands out to me. I mean, the Titans have a very easy schedule, very easy division. I think they could run away and try to get a top seed. I'm going to stick with Bills-Browns. I think I'm going to. Even the Browns, a little banged up right now, got a lot of issues, but when they get healthy, they have the best running back duo in the NFL. They have an amazing defense. I really like the Browns. And the NFC, I'm not going to say the Cardinals are frauds. I'm not saying that. But I don't love Cliff Kingsbury as a coach. He has not proven anything Great. You got what? They're 7-0. They played tonight actually against the Packers. Gonna be a great game. They also just lost J.J. Watt for the rest of the year. I don't know if you saw that. J.J.
I feel
Watt.
so bad for J.J. Watt. He's a great guy.
You gotta cheer for him.
I love
you
him.
have to cheer for him.
Yeah, I love him, but he's just so injury prone.
Yeah, and on the NFC side, I had Buccaneers over the 49ers. The 49ers lost, but I think the Buccaneers are still really good. Look, say whatever you want. Tom Brady is going to be that guy.
Yeah.
It's annoying, but I'll go Bucks, and I'm gonna go Rams. I think
that's
my
prediction. Bucks Rams, just because the defenses are so solid.
Yeah.
And you've got two elite quarterbacks. I would say Stafford's elite. I mean, he's playing out of his mind right now. And then
he's in the system where he's thriving in that.
Yes, and Brady is.
Brady's Brady.
Yeah, Brady. Like I'd like part of me wants to say maybe Packers or Cardinals, but
Packers are there, and Cardinals. I don't trust Cliff Kingsbury coaching in a postseason game. And there's a theory that my friend had about Kyler Murray and that he can't keep up the two-way play for a whole season. Kind of petered out last year. Cardinals dropped some games they really shouldn't have. Lost to the Patriots away. Lost to the Giants, I believe, as well, if I'm not mistaken. So some games they shouldn't have lost. Kyle got a little banged up as well. So can he keep that up? Can Kingsbury coach in the playoffs? I don't know. And the Packers are interesting. They have so many holes that they have just refused to address in the past 3-4 years. Whether that's inside linebacker, wide receiver 2, their O-line is still dreadful. Cornerback now is Jair Alexander's hurt. So the Packers have a lot of holes. I mean, Rodgers is playing really good ever since week 1. He's been playing great.
And all the receivers are out.
Yeah, and tonight, no Lazard, no Adams. He's going to be throwing to Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
He's out too.
He's out too?
Yeah.
Who are they throwing to?
I don't know.
I don't even know who they have a receiver anymore. So
Robert Tonyan.
Yeah, he's the guy. He's going to be pass catcher number 1, then Aaron Jones out of the backfield, I guess. But we'll see. I don't like the Packers as much, but I like Bucks Rams. We'll agree on that.
I agree. Bucks Rams for the NFC. AFC, I got Bills Chargers just because Chargers defense looks
Chargers
great.
Are good, yeah.
Justin Herbert really
Herbert's
impressing me.
Herbert's
I didn't think he was going to be this good. I thought he'd be a good quarterback, but I don't think he'd be like this good.
Yeah.
And then going on the Super Bowl, I got Bills Bucks.
I'll agree with you.
I've thought even since last season, the Bills have been a big time contender. Yeah. And now the Chiefs have kind of fallen off. I feel like the Bills are going to kind of ascend to that position.
The Bills Bucks play this year in the regular season. I don't know if you knew. I can't remember which week it is, but they play
Bills
this year.
Bucks. Oh wow, that'll be a great season.
It'll be
a great game.
It'll be a great game. Bills Bucks. Yeah.
Let's say that's the Super Bowl. Who do you think wins that game? I really don't know, but my gut tells me Tom Brady.
I'm not going against Brady. I'm not going against Brady. And the Bills, they've been torched by Brady multiple times because former division rival Brady's playing New England. So I'll go. I think I had the Bucks repeating this year. As much as I hate to say it, I had the Bucks repeating. But I'll go Tampa Bay. Yeah.
Well, that's gonna do it. That concludes this week of Tank Top Hank. We'll be back next week. My man Dave, thanks for joining. Appreciate it, brother.
Man.
Yep, good talking sports, and we'll see you next week.